Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. All right, folks, welcome inside St. Mary's University campus. As we're about set to get underway here, it's the Stars versus the Subway Selects here on High Button Sports. As Addison Barger just went deep to send the Blue Jays to the playoffs. Barger goes yard. Jays are looking hot. So I'm fired up for this one now. Let's go. We'll get to your starting goalies here now. Both wearing number 1 today. That's the Amy Field getting the nod here for the Subway Selects, who are wearing white tonight. And opposing her is Grace Dunn, wearing the slick green tarps. It's Speaking of tarps, the Lynx are warming up behind the play there. As this game features Hallie Rose McLean, the leading scorer in the league, as we're underway here now. As here's Mullins. Mullins will send it in deep. There to pick it up is Bella Fitzpatrick. I must remind you that the Stars are with name bars and the Subway Selects are without name bars. So keep that in mind. A shot towards the goal is going to be stopped by Dunn. So Addison Barger, who looks like Jeff Warburton, sends the Blue Jays to the playoffs, it looks like. Still plenty of time in that game, so I probably just jinxed them. But there's 25 seconds into this game as DD pass at the face-off. That will exit the zone. Lexi McIntyre back to retrieve it. McIntyre will go forehand, backhand at the wall. McIntyre will skate her way through neutral ice. McIntyre as Carly Boyle there to pick up the loose garbage. Here's Layla Burns with it now. Burns will weave her way through. Burns can't get the shot off, gets taken down. As off the bench is Fife Francis McDonald. As that pass across gets picked off. As watch out here, pinching in. There's a hit there. As Fife Francis McDonald getting feisty here early on. As the Subway Selects looking to clear. Here's Myers now. As Bella Fitzpatrick turns it over. As watch out here, out to play it is done. It's going to be kept in by Bella Fitzpatrick. Spitting pass. Selects have it behind the goal. It's going to be cleared away. As Gindon looking to clear. Pinching in deep is McCaddy. That comes free for the Stars. Over cross there. It's going to be sent in deep. Back to retrieve it is Grinton, and that's going to be a whistle for icing. Get a look there at head coach of the Stars. That's Blaine Fitzpatrick. Not sure if you met him or not. In for the draw is Walker. Up against Sean Richards with 2 W's. The face-off of Maxie McIntyre. DD pass, sent in deep. As the Down East Stars looking to clear. With the puck now is Citrome. Up top, shot from Citrome off the pad of Dunn. Rebounds there, stopped as well by Dunn. Good use of the pad there by the goaltender. As DD pass up ahead, it's going to be turned over. Here's McKenzie's shot, just goes wide of the cage. There to pick it up is Matheson. Matheson can't get it in deep. Here come the Selects. Over to Evan McLeod. McLeod will pass across there, looking for one touch. That one was Hallie Rose McLean. Looking to get in on the action early is Hallie Rose. That's DD pass. Here come the Stars now. McKenzie has it hop over his stick, and that's going to be an icing call. Get a look there at the Stars bench. As that is Blaine Fitzpatrick. And for the face-off is Mila Martin. Puck is dropped. That's Lexi McIntyre pinching in. Maya Larkin looking to clear. This puck is kept in. At the wall by Citrome. Here come the Down East Stars. Looking to poke it ahead there was Fitzpatrick. It's be sent the other way. Stars looking to clear. Plenty of time here for Morrow to make a play. Pass up ahead for Ellie Mullins. As in on the forecheck is Mullins on Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre will win that battle, try to poke it up ahead. That's going to be turned over.
McIntyre in the corner. Puck comes free. Here's Emily Lutley now. As that will be played in deep. Puck and neutral ice. Here is Larkin. Can't get it in deep. Stars playing a little short-handed here today. As pass over cross looking for Mullins out of her reach. Mullins, of course, the feature on High Button Sports. She shows how she tapes her stick. In for the draw is Lutley. Puck dropped. One back for the Stars. Larkin can't get there. Pass in front there. Under the reach. Anna MacArthur on the blue line is Grinton. Puck turned over. Here comes Ellie Mullins. Mullins will drag on the backhand, on the forehand. Can't get that one to go through the crease. Puck is there. They score. Emily Lutley off a beautiful dish from Ellie Mullins. And the Downey Stars strike first. What a beautiful display of hands there from Ellie Mullins. So she goes coast to coast like cheese on toast. Showing off her twig and then some there. As it's 1-1 here at St. Mary's University. Here's Ainsley Conley on the forecheck. He played around the wall. Citrone looking to get it in deep. As Carrie Duaron has the puck. Shot is on. Stopped. As Hallie Rose McLean, the league leading scorer, got loose there. A shot is on for McLean. Just goes wide. Look for her to get her licks in here early. It's Hallie Rose McLean. That was another home run for the Blue Jays. That's George Springer with a dinger. As Anna MacArthur will send it in deep. MacArthur has the puck in her backhand. Sent in deep. As Ashton McCaddy will play it up ahead. Watch out here. The selects are changing. That's going to be sent in deep. Larkin can't retrieve it there, so leaves it there for her teammate Fitzpatrick to be turned over. Played up ahead by Frances McDonald. Poked up free by Fitzpatrick. That's Bella Fitzpatrick, number 17. Puck comes free. It's Fife. Frances McDonald can't get it loose. Puck can be kept in there. Shot towards the goal. Just goes wide off the stick of Carly Boyle. Puck can be kept in. Here's McCaddy towards the goal. Steered away. That will be sent towards the opposite direction for Larkin, who can't retrieve it. Here's Bella Fitzpatrick leading the rush here for the Stars. Down east. Sent in deep. Lexi McIntyre back to retrieve it for the Subway Selects. Played up ahead for Kate Morrow. It's going to be picked up by Captain Mullins. Mullins plays it over across. On her twig. Will dump it in deep there. As McIntyre will take over. Evelyn McLeod looking to send it in deep. Here comes Fitzpatrick, number 11 Fitzpatrick. That's Raina Fitzpatrick. Here is Citrome. Pass above the wall. Looking for Fitzpatrick. Gets by Citrome. Back to retrieve it is Myers. 7 minutes have gone here in the first period. You're tuned into High Button Sports at St. Mary's University campus, Daphne Center. Here's Citrome. Doesn't keep that as Grinton. Unable to. Here comes the select shot from the point there. Tipped just wide. That was Hallie Rose McLean getting a shot to go through. She has the puck down low. Hallie Rose looking for it. It's going to be picked up ahead. It's Patrick now to chip it ahead. Kept into the zone. Here the selects are. Because Myers looking to keep it in. Exits the zone. Keep an eye on the short bench here for the Stars. As here comes Lutley. With it now As Bria Tanner's shot blockered away by Dunn, who's seeing it all here tonight. 8 minutes have gone so far. As here comes Cadence Parker, shot towards the goal, just goes wide. And for the rebound is McGuigan. McGuigan looking to get it in deep. There's Player. Cadence Player, pretty cool name. As puck is kept in. Here is Player with it. Player, or to Fitzpatrick. On the one hand over the stick, goes stick to feet there. It's going to be sent in deep. Again, Don looking for it. Here's McGuigan now. Puck will be kept in deep by Fitzpatrick. There to pick it up is Layla Burris. Burris looking to clear. Burris has the puck on her backhand now, one hand of the stick. Will lead the rush here for the selects. Burris will shoot one towards the goal. This goes wide. Off the bench came Walker looking to poke it ahead. That was her teammate. All right, here's Walker. Pass up ahead looking for McKenzie's going to be picked off. Here's Ainsley Connolly. TDD pass over to Hallie Rose. McLean as she will bust her way through. McLean looking for it. That will be kept in deep there. But Ainsley Connolly. The blue line now is Vint. Shot gets blocked. Here's Hallie Rose with it now. McLean, the league leading scorer, has the puck. Nudged away. Here comes McKenzie with it now. McKenzie gets nudged off the puck by Connolly. Puck comes free up top. It's going to be turned over. Here comes McKenzie looking on the forecheck. Picked off. Here comes Walker now. Walker will walk her way through. Shot towards the goal. Stopped. And there'll be no rebound from Amy Fields. So it's going to be covered up. Get a look there on the bench of the selects. That's Craig Clark, the head coach. Assistant coach Dave McIntyre. The face-off. Puck is played back for the Stars. Nolan's looking for it on the forecheck. She has a goal in this game, and it was a beauty. There's Ainsley Connolly looking to clear. Puck over across for Dwaron. Here come the selects. Sending it in deep. There's Kate Morrow. Puck picked up. Nice chance here for Fitzpatrick, but she gets a piece of it, but can't get the icing to go her way. Actually, she does. Good hustle there from Fitzpatrick. That's Raina Fitzpatrick. Puck stuck there on the wall. Looking to dig it free of the Downey Stars. As they're up a goal here in the first period. 10 minutes to go. Here's Ashton McIntyre up ahead. Poked free. There's Bria Tanner. For Francis McDonald. Drops it off. Shot coming there. Stopped by Dunn. Rebounds there in the crease. They drag away for it, but it's going to be cleared away. A shot from the point hits a body in front. As Fitzpatrick will collect the rebound. As Ellie Mullins looking for the breakaway pass, but she can't accept it in time. Puck sent in deep. As Dunn had to be careful with it there. Here's Maya Larkin with it now. Up ahead from Mullins. Ellie Mullins will drag it through the neutral ice. Mullins looking to get free there. It's going to be nudged off the puck. Number 93 in yellow can't get in deep. As 9 minutes to go now here in the period. Here's Player for McQuiggan. Puck kept in by the selects. The serious Ella Grinton. Picked off. So here come the selects now with it. Player, Cadence Player, or Cadence Player rather. Sent in deep. Looking to clear is Layla Burris. Puck played up ahead. It's going to be kept in at the line. Shot just goes wide of the cage. Off the body of Ella Grinton. Stars wearing green. Selects wearing white here today. 8 minutes to go here. Puck down low. Looking for it is Sean Richards. Pass in front there looking for Hallie Rose. Just goes wide. As Walker will pitch it ahead. Here comes Braylon Walker. One-on-one looking to drag it through there, but can't get by Layla Burris. As Burris will one-touch pass to neutral zone. Here is Evelyn McLeod up ahead. Looking to Springer teammate Mila Martin must be picked off. Here's Walker. Braylon Walker will start the rush here for the Stars. Nice puck in neutral ice. Back to retrieve it as Fitzpatrick is done there to touch up. Fitzpatrick up ahead for Matheson. Can't clear. Puck can be kept in. Up towards the point. There is Dwaron. Shot from the distance there. Just goes past Dunn and wide of the net. Puck will be kept in. Here comes Macy Citrome. And she'll poke it up ahead. As Mila Martin will take over. Martin has the puck. Cross ice pass will be turned over. As here is Utley. Up ahead for Lutley. Lutley puts the brakes on. Can't get it in deep. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean with a look. Will shoulder check, looking for a teammate here. Here's McLean. Will shoot in low, looking for the pass, but can't find a teammate. Here comes Mullins now with her new stick. Mullins down the right side as she shoulder checks. Mullins behind the net now with it. As she's looking to find Fitzpatrick. Puck to the point. Shot tipped just wide of the net. Great pace to this game here. There goes Hallie Rose. Puck on the stick now, the selects. As McLean looking to center that puck. When you're as good as Hallie Rose, you're going to get a lot of attention. This puck bouncing from Mullins, sent towards the corner. Ellie Mullins looking to clear. As that'll be sent up ahead. Here comes Fitzpatrick now, one-on-one. Fitzpatrick looking to dangle her way through. Fitzpatrick can't get to the tome. As Hallie Rose McLean will send it back in towards the goal. Puck played up ahead. As McGuigan has it. As here come the selects. Played back for player, cadence player. Picked up by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick through the middle. As McGuigan couldn't get picked up that pass. As Autumn Bradley couldn't clear. Bradley gets it back. Up the wall. It's going to be played up ahead. Here comes Ashton McCaddy. Put over across, looking for Layla Burris. Burris will play up the wall. Looking for it there was Grinton. Back to Burris. Up ahead looking for Morrow. Finds the stick of her. Here's Kate Morrow. Down the right side. Pass through the middle there. It's going to be picked off. Here comes a chance for the Stars as Matheson. We'll play it up ahead for Lynn Walker. F3 there is McKenzie. As looking to stay off a check is Dwaron. Up through the middle as Larkin will be forced to circle back in her own zone. Larkin up for Walker. Here's Matheson now. Selects are changing. Watch out. Here comes Ainsley Connolly. As puck sent in deep. Picked up by Maya Larkin. She looks to clear. Up ahead. That's going to be kept in at the line. Pass back up ahead. Puck towards the point there. Shot stopped by Dunn with the blocker. 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Brought to you by Nobody. Puck will be kept in. There's Maya Larkin now. Stars have possession. As Raina Fitzpatrick will send it in deep. Fitzpatrick up ahead for Lutley. Lutley with the puck on the wall. It's be turned over. Played up ahead. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean. Will fire one from distance there. Fought out by Dunn. As rebound towards the corner. Here is McLean. Hallie Rose will wrap one through. Chance here. Dunn makes both saves there. As puck to the point. Here is Mullins with it. Over across Fitzpatrick is let that one go on net. Pass up ahead as Mullins gets a piece of that one. That will go all the way down the ice for icing. Great pace of this game so far. Dunn and Amy Field have been great in net so far. Face off coming up here. Cadence player will take it. Puck is dropped. Pass up ahead. There's a bit of a bear hug there on Bria Tanner. No call on the play. Puck in the corner now. Here is Allie Chisholm with it up top. Sent in deep by Carly Boyle. Puck in the corner now. Puck is bouncing there. As Allie Chisholm couldn't let that one rip. As puck goes around the net. Looking for is McGuigan. McGuigan up the wall. Looking to clear, but can't get past the defender. As Larkin back to retrieve it. Larkin has the puck. Up the wall. Exits the zone. Here comes Cadence player. Out to play it is Amy Field. Leaves it there for her player. As here comes Allie Chisholm now. 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Here's Chisholm. Over across there. It's going to be picked off by McKenzie. Brooklyn McKenzie now. Turned over. There's Layla Burris with it. Anna MacArthur. Pass up ahead for MacArthur. As she gets taken down. No call on the play. Here comes Walker now with McKenzie. 2-1 developing here. That shot goes wide of the net. That was Amy Field to let that one rip. Chance other way. Now here's Hallie Rose McLean. Shot the helmet of Dunn, who is a little stunned there. As here comes Braylon Walker. Puck to the blue line. Shot blocked in front as McKenzie fishes it off for Bella Fitzpatrick. Pass up ahead. Here comes Rogan Vint. Sent in deep. Fitzpatrick giving chase. Bella Fitzpatrick will lead the rush here. Here comes Mullins. Ellie Mullins will lead the rush for the Stars. Mullins towards the goal. Be picked off. Here comes McHattie now. Ashton McHattie towards the goal there. McHattie will shoot one on. Just goes past the glove of Dunn and wide of the net. Puck up the wall. Kept in at the line by Connolly. So that will just escape the zone. Sent back in deep by Morrow. Back to retrieve it is Myers. Myers to do the pass over to Larkin. Larkin up the wall for Fitzpatrick. So that will exit the zone. Looking for it is Fife Francis McDonald. Puck will exit the zone. And here comes Ainsley Connolly. Do the pass is a good one. Up ahead. There comes Fife Francis McDonald looking to weave her way through as Mullins there to get to the stick. As that's going to pretty much do it here for this period. Last chance here for McGuigan. We'll wrap it around there, but that's going to be unsuccessful. Sent in deep, and that's going to do it for the period. Stars strike on a goal from Emily Lutley. That's her story here so far. You're tuned to High Button Sports live at St. Mary's University campus. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back here for the second period here in High Button Sports. Selects down 1-0 to the Stars here at St. Mary's University. Puck is dropped here for the second half of this game as Mullins will try to one-touch pass to the middle as Ludley couldn't get that one to go her way. Puck sent in deep. Another dog coming up here to the booth. The shot is on from the point there. Is done. Had that nick the top of her glove. As I mentioned before in the first period, Stars with a shorter bench, so expect them to get a little tired here as this game progresses. As the Jays have officially clinched the AL. They're heading to the the playoffs, I should say. So that's exciting. Done out to play that one. Finds Fitzpatrick. Poked up ahead. As here is Sean Richards looking for it. Played up ahead by Citrome. Puck is going to be kept in there by Allie Chisholm. My phone's buzzing now. Here comes Ludley looking for it. Lutley towards the goal, fought off by Amy Field. As puck comes out of the corner. Looking for it is Allie Chisholm. Puck to the blue line there, fought off as Larkin let a shot go. As loose puck there as Amy Field makes a save, number 1 for the Selects. Toronto Blue Jays headed into the ALDS. They've clinched the American League. watch out for them as the years go by. Here comes the Subway Selects now with it. Up for Allie Chisholm. Grinton with it now. That's going to be picked up. There is Layla Burris. Burris will walk in and shooing up high at the blocker at Dunn, who makes a save. Puck in the corner. Looking forward to Chisholm. Bria Tanner giving chase. Comes free. Right up top for Burris. Burris came pinching in. Sent in deep by Allie Chisholm, her defense partner. Here's Bria Tanner. As McGuigan up for Gundin. Gundin will send it in deep. Back to retrieve it is Maya Martin. DD pass over to Carrie Doron. Passive head is turned over. As Bella Ray Matheson there to poke it in deep. Out to play it came the goaltender, Amy Fields. Did a good job of doing that. As passive ahead looking for Dwaron. It's picked off by Martin. Will send it in deep. Back to retrieve it is Vint. Walker in the corner now against Fitzpatrick. It's going to be a collision there. This puck played up ahead by McCaddy. Shot towards the goal. It's going to be redirected in front. Just goes wide. It's Fitzpatrick will poke away at it. Walker looking for it. Puck played up ahead. It's going to be kept in at the line by the Selects. As McKenzie can't clear. Toe drag here from Hallie Rose. It's going to be stopped by Amy Fields. Dunn. Grace Dunn. Here's McLean again. Up top for McIntyre. Shot from distance is fought off by Dunn. And this time there'll be no rebound. Great set of hands there from Hallie Rose McLean. Face-off coming up. Lutley in there for the draw. One back to the point. Sent in deep there by Allie Chisholm. Up the wall, Fitzpatrick has it. Brandon Fitzpatrick turned over. The shot from the point just goes wide up the stick of Layla Burris. Here is Lexi McIntyre. Sent it in deep. Finds McCaddy. It's going to be turned over. Here's Lutley with it now. Lutley with Fitzpatrick. Drops it off for Fitzpatrick. Back to Lutley in front there. The rebound stopped. Off the pad of Dunn. That puck got free. Shot blocked. There's another chance there. He turned aside. Here's Lexi McIntyre with it now for the Selects. Poked up ahead. Looking to clear. Was Vint. A shot just goes wide of the net. Past Amy Fields. Mullins in on the forecheck. Going to be kept in there by Cadence player. Here's Mullins. Up top, DD pass over to Larkin. Larkin will pass looking there for Mullins in the slot who came creeping in there, but to no avail. That's going to be cleared down the ice. So here's Cadence player. Puck comes free for Hallie Rose McLean against McGuigan. Played down low for Grinton. Puck up ahead. Chance here for the Selects. Passes on. Shot stopped by Dunn as McLean was there in the 2-on-1. Looked her off though. The pass in front. Sticked away. As here comes Gindin. Gindin will send it in deep. Takes a check there from Ella Grinton. Here come the Selects with it now. Is Sean Richards over to Hallie Rose, but can't get the puck on her stick. Puck played up the wall. It's McLean digging for it. As Matheson pokes it ahead. McKenzie. As Stars stay on side. Here's McKenzie. Looking for Matheson. It's going to be picked off. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean with it now. 2-on-2 developing. Here's McLean. Shot from distance. Gets blocked away by Grace Dunn. Puck comes free up the wall. Looking to clear is Lexi McIntyre. Shot from distance just goes wide. Here's Macy Citrome pinching in. Myers looking for the loose puck. It's going to be kept in by Kate Morrow. Puck behind the goal. Morrow has it. Up ahead for Dwaron. Shot tipped in front there. Rebounds loose off the side of the net. Another chance there as Dunn gets that one as well. Another shot towards the goal. Tipped in front. And that will be stopped by Grace Dunn, who will cover up the rebound this time. As Ellie Munns comes to congratulate her goaltender. That's Ellie Mullins, I should say. And for the face-off, puck is dropped. One back by the Stars. Puck in the corner now. Comes free. Here's Matt Caddy looking to get it free. Puck sent up ahead. Here's Fitzpatrick. Poked free by Mullins as she'll enter the zone. Ellie Mullins on the forehand looking to go on the backhand. It's going to be steered away as Mullins digs it free. Here comes Kate Morrow looking at the puck in deep. Picked off by Larkin. Larkin will go skate to stick up the wall. It's going to be picked off by Dwaron. Dwaron looking to send it in deep there. Picked off by Fitzpatrick. That is Raina Fitzpatrick. Here's Lutley. Emily Lutley will send it in deep. She goes past Amy Field. Here come the selects. As Larkin up for player. Caden's player up through the middle with McGuigan. Gets it in deep. Caden's player. Up for Citrome. Citrome will shoot it on. It's going to be blocked. Rebound shot tipped in front. McGuigan looking for it. Puck is loose. Through the crease. Just goes wide. Chance here for the selects now. As here comes Sean Richards. It's going to be steered away. Here comes McGuigan now. McGuigan up ahead for teammate there. He picked off. And then the forecheck is Caden's player. And the player has Sean Richards right on her, as well as Ainsley Connolly. 2-on-2 on the walls. They'll let this play out as the ref has her whistle in her mouth, but takes it out. Puck comes loose. Here come the Subway selects now as Fitzpatrick will pick up the puck. For Citrome. Citrome over across and be picked off. Off the bench, here comes Evelyn McLeod. McLeod towards the goal, fought off by Dunn. As the Jays are celebrating hard at the Sky Dome. Here comes Mackenzie looking for as Lexi McIntyre gets there first. Lexi McIntyre will put the brakes on. Nice move there in neutral ice. As here comes selects as Hallie Rose McLean turns it over. Fitzpatrick does the same thing. As here is Mackenzie. That puck picked off. Here comes Valerie Matheson. Puck in neutral ice. Citrome as Walker will poke it free. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean with it now. Enters the zone. Will fire one off right into the blocker there of Grace Dunn, who makes no mistake and will cover up for the whistle. We're about halfway through this game now. It's 10:43 to go. Puck is dropped. One back behind the net, looking to clear, kept in by the selects. They call them the subs because they're from Subway. As Hallie Rose McLean looking for it now. Bats out of midair. That's Fitzpatrick. Gets a piece of it, but that's going to stay out. As that was bad out of midair. But kept out looking like George Springer with that one. No goal is a signal. The Blue Jays are celebrating on home field. Puck is dropped. DD pass the face-off winner. Here's Lexi McIntyre. Sends it in deep. Back to retrieve it is Larkin. Here's Maya Larkin looking to clear. Here's that. We'll exit the zone. Here comes Mullins with it. Ellie Mullins on the right side. Mullins looking to wrap it around here. As Mullins has the puck. Up top, shot blocked. As Citrome had that one get blocked on a shin pad. Here's Lutley. Sends it in deep. Pass in front there. So it's Patrick looking to find Mullins. Puck to the point. There is Bradley. Here comes Hallie Rose now through the middle. Looking to break through the defense there, but can't. Fitzpatrick looking for Lutley there. That will be turned over. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Of a cross as Mullins evades the check from Grinton. No icing's the call. Here comes Ashley McCaddy. Burris has it. Up ahead as Tanner can't stay on side. Forced to retreat. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Bella Fitzpatrick has it now up the wall. As there on the blue line is Grinton. Grinton, duty pass over to Burris. Burris will get the line and hold on to it. Burris enters the zone. On the goal line there, puck to the point. Shot tipped just wide. As McGuigan will play it back. Picked up by Bria Tanner. Tanner towards the middle. It's going to be picked off. Here comes Cadence Player. Cadence Player. Shot is blocked on its way through. Here comes Stella Myers. His other shot gets blocked from the point this time. As here comes Cadence Player. 2-on-0. Player will shoot on a pie. This just goes off the blocker with Amy Field and wide of the net. Chance now for the Subways. Here comes Tanner. Up ahead for McCaddy. McCaddy towards the goal. Can't get a shot off. As McCaddy will spin off a check. Here comes Larkin with it now. Out of the corner. Looking for the loose puck is Walker. Braylon Walker up ahead. Puck bouncing in neutral ice. Picked off. Here comes Ainsley Connolly. Going to carry Dworon. That's going to be sent in deep. Larkin giving chase as she has the puck going to her corner. Puck played towards the corner. Here's Bella Fitzpatrick up the wall. Puck played to the point. Sent in deep. Going to stick handle her way through was Fitzpatrick. Puck in neutral ice now. Walker looking for it. Comes free. Here's Richards. As Larkin will poke it ahead. Here comes McKenzie. Shot towards the goal. Just goes wide of field. 7.5 to go now here in the second period. You're tuned into High Button Sports. And this is going to be sent in deep by Sean Richards. Here's Bradley. Bradley lead the rush here for the Stars. Over cross. Looking for Matheson. That's going to be sent back in deep. Bradley has it now. And then the forecheck. Here comes Mullins looking to clear. Kept in at the line like Carly Boyle. Boyle has it now. Watch out here. Here comes Matheson. Chance here on the forehand. Backhand shot at the side of the net. Beauty chance there for Lutley looking for her second of the game. To no avail. That'll be an icing call the other way. As there's 6:45 to go now here in the second period. Beauty chance there for Lutley looking for her second of the game. As the Blue Jays send their party to the clubhouse. 6:43 to go. The face off. Puck sent out to the zone. Back to retrieve it is Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre will lead the rush here for the Selects. Put up ahead looking for Hallie Rose McLean. Something deep instead up the stick of Dunn. Here is Fitzpatrick now. Fitzpatrick up the middle. Looking for Citrome. That's Macy Citrome. Sent in deep. Here's Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre at the opposite wall. Picked up. As nearly turned over there. That's going to be a whistle with 6 minutes to go. So we're nearly halfway through the second period. The face-off. Here's Layla Burris. Up ahead is going to be picked off. Here's Ella Gritton now. Gritton looking to go back to Burris. Burris with the wall. He's sent back in deep, looking for Gritton again. Gritton will go up the boards there, looking for McCaddy. Here comes McCaddy. Looking for the drop pass was Fife Francis McDonald to be picked off. That will go all the way down the ice again for another icing call here. 5.5 to go in the second period. You're tuning to High Button Sports live at St. Mary's University campus. Maritime Major Girls Hockey League showcase going on here. Looks like we're wrapping things up. And for the face-off, Sean Richards up against Cadence player. The face-off. Sent towards the point. Exits the zone. Here's Burris. Burris looking to get it in deep. Back to retrieve it is Larkin. Larkin will go up the wall. McQuegan looking to clear. And kept in just for a moment though as Larkin will take over. Larkin for the Stars. Can't clear. That will just escape the zone due to the pass over to Burris. Burris will send it in deep. Back to retrieve it is Larkin once again. We'll go behind the net. Find Stella Myers. Myers at the wall. Poked free. Here comes Walker now. Braylon Walker towards the corner. Picked up by Ainsley Connolly. So there's 4.5 to go now. Smoke machine coming in to the Blue Jays clubhouse. There's a chance here. Here come the selects. With it now is Mila Martin. Martin looking to go backhand up the wall. It's going to be picked off. Here's MacArthur. MacArthur looking for Hallie Rose McLean. Goes to Dwaron instead. Dwaron shot just goes wide as McLean was there on the doorstep rather. Here's Martin up the wall. Looking to clear is McKenzie. And she will. DD pass is successful. Here's Dwaron. Dwaron will send it in deep. There to play it is Grace Dunn. Here's it for Dwaron. Up ahead for Walker. Walker fan on the first pass. Second attempt is unsuccessful as that will go past everybody. No icing's a call though. This here is Walker. Stuck in no man's land there. She's forced to retreat. Puck played up ahead. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean. The league leading scorer has the puck. Up ahead for Grenton. Up the wall. Kept in at the line by Fitzpatrick. That shot just goes wide. Here's Tanner. Tanner towards the goal. It's going to be stopped by Dunn. No rebound. It's 20th save of the game for Grace Dunn. 3.5 to go here in the second period. The face-off. Puck comes free. There is Bria Tanner. Tanner towards the goal, fought off by Dunn. Puck in the corner. There is Lutley. Looking to clear. Kept in by Citrome. As that will escape the zone. There to retrieve it is McIntyre. McIntyre, nice escape move and neutral ice. Plays the puck up the wall for Tanner. Tanner will send it in deep. There to pick it up as Larkin. Larkin will go off the boards for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick in the clear. Kept in at the line. Sent in deep in the Larkin's corner. Giving chase is Tanner. Larkin will try and win that battle. As she will start the rush here for the Stars. She has Mullins and Fitzpatrick with her, but she's offside though. 2.5 to go. Both teams make some changes here. An absolute I can't even describe the words what's going on in the Blue Jays clubhouse right now. An absolute party. Strobe lights, smoke show going on. It'd be looking like a lot of fun. Puck is dropped. The face-off. Puck comes free. DD pass. Here's Fitzpatrick. Up ahead looking for Lutley. Puck comes free. Put up ahead looking to clear. It's 2:19 to go now. Nothing giving here as the puck's on the wall. Puck comes free. There's Layla Burris. 2 minutes to go in the period. Puck played down the ice. Let's get another whistle. As Fitzpatrick will get there first for the whistle and the icing. Less than 2 minutes to go now. In the second period, still 1-0 for the Stars. The face-off, puck comes free. So kept it on the wall there. Shot towards the goal. It's going to be steered just wide. As here is Sean Richards looking for it. Minute and 50 to go now. Puck played with the neutral ice. Here come the Subways. With it now was McLeod. McLeod towards the goal. Can be picked off. Puck behind the net. Looking for a chance here. Kept in by Dworon. Dworon will fire one towards the goal. Fought off by Dunn. McLeod was there on the doorstep. Minute and a half to go now. Here's McGuigan up ahead. Looking for a clear with a Subway selects. Chance here at the turnover. As Caden's player. It's going to be turned over. Getting a piece of that was Mila Martin. Sent in deep by Citrome. Less than a minute to go now in the period. Here's Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick has it. As she gets a pass from her sister. Puck's going to be turned over. Here come Dworon. Dworon up ahead for MacArthur. MacArthur drops it off for Hallie Rose McLean. Shot, rebounds there as Dunn makes a save on the second attempt. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean with it. Lutley will take over as she nudges her player off the puck. Here is Citrome with the boards. It's been kept in. Chance here. Shot is on. Stopped by Dunn. Rebounds there in the crease as they clear it away. Big goal line stop there from the Stars. As here comes Mullins. Mullins on the right side. Mullins gets hit in the wall. That's going to be a penalty as Lexi McIntyre is a guilty party there. Mullins is no worse for wear. She gets right back up. So Stars, the goal line stop, as I mentioned. .7 on the board. And for the draw is Lutley. Look at his drop to the face-off. Puck up top from the point there. It's going to be blocked by Hallie Rose McLean. And that's going to do it for the period. Still 1-0 here at SMU campus. We'll take a quick break. You're tuning into High Button Sports. Selects down by 1 to the Stars. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back for the third period of play. Stars holding on to a 1-0 lead as they have a power play to start things off. As McIntyre got a body checking call late in the period. Here's Mullins now, the beneficiary of that call. Mullins, the captain, up top for Larkin. Some fresh ice here for this power play. As here's Fitzpatrick's shot. Redirected in front. There's Lutley, another stop there. As that will be sent down the ice. As Field makes the save. So here's Mullins now. Mullins has the puck in neutral ice. 40 seconds have come and gone in this third period. Minute to go in the power play. As here is Lutley. Fitzpatrick at the line, looking to keep it in deep. Can be D over to Larkin. Larkin has the puck. Enters his own on the right side. Larkin up for Lutley. Cadence player driving the net there. It's going to be a stop by Field. This puck comes free. Sent down the ice, giving chase is Sean Richards. Out to play. It is done. Leaves it there for Fitzpatrick up ahead for Walker off the bench for the Stars. Up for McGuigan. That will be turned over. Here's Richards now up ahead for McCaddy. Stopped by Grace Dunn. There'll be no rebounds. Not sure if you're watching this Blue Jay celebration on Sportsnet, but it's getting pretty wild down in Toronto. The face-off shot is stopped by Dunn. No rebound. That was Layla Burris letting the rip go. The face-off, puck is dropped. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Citron looking to clear. Poked up ahead, looking for McGuigan. It's going to be picked off by McCaddy. Sent up ahead by Burris. As McKenzie picks up the pass now. Here comes McKenzie. Power play over now. McKenzie can't get by the defense of Grinton successfully. Is back to retrieve it to Citron. No icing is the signal. As Greystone lets that one go. Off the wall. Watch out, here comes Hallie Rose McLean off the bench, looking to weave her way through. Gets it down deep for McLeod. Back to Hallie Rose. It's going to be picked off. Gets the puck back as McLean's shot stopped by Dunn. Rebounds there. Another chance as Dunn makes a save. That's 2 saves for Field consecutively. Or, sorry, that's Dunn, rather. Grace Dunn. Back out there is Hallie Rose. Expect to see lots of her as this game winds down. Wondering if the short bench for the Stars will be a factor as this game goes on, as here is a chance off the face-off. Puck is loose there, as that was Burris letting the shot go. Looking to clear as Fitzpatrick. Creeping in, shot is blocked. Here comes Mullins now with the puck. Mullins going to be sent in deep there by Conley as Mullins gets a piece of number 4 in white. As pats up ahead for Lutley. Lutley has it. Over to Mullins. Mullins can't reach that pass, so send it back in deep. Over to Lutley. Lutley up the wall. Shot is low and blocked. Here's Myers with the rebound. Another chance. Stopped in front there. It's a tip. This goes wide as here's Mullins. Pass in front looking for Lutley's. It's going to be picked off as shot is blocked by Hallie Rose McLean. As puck ends up at center ice, here is Myers. This game winding down here. 4 minutes to go. Off the bench is Connolly looking to get that puck. Up ahead. Looking for McCaddy. It's going to be turned over. Sent in deep by Morrow. It's a play it is done. The goaltender. As Larkin will play it up ahead. Off the bench comes Doiron. Over across for Lexi McIntyre. Freshly off the penalty box. There's McIntyre behind the net. Pass in front there. Looking to wrap that around. As that will be stopped. Shot from the point is blocked fearlessly by McGuigan. Here comes Citron. Up the wall. There's Vint. Pass across. Picked off by Cadence Player. Here comes Cadence Player with it. Cadence will send it in deep. Around the wall. Here comes Matheson. Matheson looking to clear. It's going to be poked up ahead. As here comes Cadence Player. Sent in deep. Dwaron has the puck. We're about 4.5 minutes deep into this third period. As there's Lexi McIntyre spinning off a check. McIntyre opens up. Pass up ahead. Finds Sean Richards. Richards, as seen on High Button Sports with the Goal of the Year candidate a few weeks ago. Here comes McKenzie now with the turnover. McKenzie sent it in deep. Out to play it is Amy Field up the wall. He poked up ahead. As here comes Evelyn McLeod. McLeod up through the middle. Gets past Walker. McLeod down the right side towards the goal. It's going to be fought off by Dunn. There'll be no rebound. Nice save there and tight by Grace Dunn. Back comes Mullins on the ice with Lutley. Puck is dropped. The face-off comes free. Here comes Raina Fitzpatrick over to Mullins. Ellie Mullins will collect the puck off the wall. Mullins towards the goal off the skate of Ella Grinton. As Burris will lead the rush. Here come the Stars offside, so forced to retreat. Is Grinton, as she'll play it up ahead. There is Bria Tanner. As Mullins will take over for the Stars down east. As that's going to be picked off. Here's Connolly. Connolly out the interception, looking for Hallie Rose McLean, and she'll collect the puck. Here comes McLean on the backhand towards the goal, fought off by Dunn. The rebound is poked at. Dunn does not like that one bit, but she will collect herself and remain calm in the situation as there's 14 minutes to go in the one-goal game. You don't want to be the one who takes a penalty here, as Rose McLean in for the draw against Emily Lutley. Puck is dropped. Let the face-off select shoot, and it's going to be stopped by Dunn. Mullins looking for the rebound. She's been out for there for a while. It's going to be sent down the ice. Back to retrieve it is Carly Boyle for the Selects. The Subways have the puck. Through neutral ice with it is Boyle up ahead. Finds Mila Martin. As here's Fitzpatrick up the wall, looking for Lutley. Picked up by Carly Boyle. Over to Connolly. It's going to be picked off on neutral ice. Here come the Stars as Ginden turns it over. There's Carly Boyle with it again. Out to play it is Dunn once more, showing some confidence in herself as she'll play it up ahead. Here is Burris now, sent in deep. DD pass is unsuccessful, as that will go past everybody. Here comes Fitzpatrick now. For McGuigan. Hallie Rose in the forecheck. Puck will be played up top for Dwaron. Here's her shot, gets blocked unintentionally. Dwaron gets the rebound. It's going to be blocked. As McGuigan out of gas, can't get there first as Lexi McIntyre gets taken down on the forecheck. No call. McGuigan now behind the goal. With it is the Stars player up to the point now. Shot hits the body. That's Larkin who let that one rip right into the Selects bench. He's get a shot there of the bench. As puck at center ice now. As we'll drop it inside the zone instead. Out for the face-off is Walker. Puck dropped. One back. Looking to clear is Walker. Puck stuck on the wall. Comes free. Here is Burris. Looking to clear. It's going to be kept in by the Selects. As here is Lutley. Looking to clear it out as McCaddy into it back in deep. Here is Ella Gritton looking to start the rush here for the Selects. This is going to be sent down the ice. As Dunn will let that go all the way down for the icing call, and Subway Selects can't change here. As Lutley back out there for the face-off. She's been great on the dot tonight. Puck is dropped. He won back, though, this time by the Selects. Here's McCaddy. Back up ahead. I was looking to lose his Tanner. That's going to be an icing call. A little controversy there. So we'll see what the whistle is. We've seen these calls come back before, especially in this tournament. Eight minutes have come and gone in this third period as they're going to drop the puck at center ice. Lutley out there with Mullins and Fitzpatrick. It's going to be one back. Here's Burris. DD pass. Over to Grinton. Up through the middle. Picked off. As watch out, Bradley nearly turned it over there. As in on the forecheck was Kate Morrow. Look for the Stars to run out of gas here towards the end. Puck kept in. Here's Grinton. Shot towards the goal, and they score! Grinton gets one home, and the Subway Selects have tied the game here at SMU. Campus. Stars arguing the call to no avail. As this game is now tied. 29-11 of the shots right now in favor of the Selects. Dunn's shutout is now over. Here's Connolly back to retrieve it. And if you're thinking right now this game's going to overtime, you might be in for a treat here. So here comes Allie Chisholm. Puck sent in deep. That's going to be covered up by Amy Field. .24 to go now. Face off to the right side of the goaltender. That's Field with the draw. Off the point shot there is going to be fought off by Field. Looking to clear are the Stars. Puck will escape the zone. So it's Patrick looking for it. Comes free for Citrome. Is with it now. There's Richards. Richards can't get it in deep. Picked up. And here is Connolly. Connolly looking to get it in deep. Puck on the corner now. It's Patrick looking for it in her feet. Comes free for Chisholm. Chisholm for Connolly. Connolly will try and clear that out. It's going to be kept in. As off the bench is Hallie Rose McLean looking to get back in on the action. It's puck free at the blue line. Walker with it now. Walker will send it in deep. 10.5 to go. It's going to be another icing call. Disagreeing with that one is the Stars coach once again. To no avail. It's his argument. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean on the face-off dot in the offensive zone. Puck is dropped. One back to the point as McIntyre will send it in deep. Fitzpatrick looking for it. Puck comes free for Hallie Rose. Holding onto the puck is number 13, the league leading scorer. Will spin on the half wall, pass across, gets it back. His shot off the crossbar. McLean let one rip in the slot. As with every pressing moment here, you can feel the tension rise. Every shot, every save, every whistle is huge in this game. As McLean's still out there for the face-off. Puck is dropped. Comes free neutral ice for McIntyre. Over cross from McLeod. It's going to be turned the other way. Back to retrieve it is Dwaron. Dwaron up the wall for Lexi McIntyre. She'll lead the rush here for the select. She enters the zone on the right side. As McIntyre plays it up top. Staving off a check there. Shot from the point there. Tipped in front there. Loose in front. Is done. Makes a save. Off the side of the cage. They're looking for it. That's going to be whacked away. As McIntyre finds McLean up top. Dwaron. Shot is on. Blocked. Fearlessly there by Larkin. Here's McLean behind the net. Zally poked free by Citrome. 9:20 to go now here in this one. 1-1's your score. Here's McLean. In front there looking for the tip. Was MacArthur. Puck to the point. McIntyre will spin off the blue line there. Pass ahead is going to be picked up by McLean. Shot spinning there is going to be shot for McIntyre. Shot up high. She scores. McIntyre goes roof. And the Selects are up a goal here late. What a move up top from McIntyre, finished off by herself. And we got ourselves a great finish in store here. Lexi McIntyre does it all. And this game is 2-1 now. So the Selects are playing defense now. And it's the Stars' turn to get a goal. This puck is bouncing in front. Here's McGuigan looking to clear it out. Picked off by Francis McDonald. As the Stars turn it over. We sent in deep. Here's Fitzpatrick. Up the wall. Played up ahead. So here come the Stars now. Towards the goal. It's going to be picked off. Here is Burris. Up ahead, turned over. It's going to be out of the reach of the Stars. We're looking pretty gassed here as they're down a few bodies. This pass up ahead. Shot is on, just goes wide. That was Bria Tanner looking to light the lamp there. There's McCaddy. That will go out of the zone, and that will be another whistle here with about 12 minutes to go here in the third. Great game on hand. Great tournament so far here today. A lot of great hockey on display. We're happy you chose to watch it with us here on High Button Sports. It's 8 o'clock here local time. Puck is dropped, the face-off. DD pass, looking to get that in deep. Here comes Walker now. Valerie Matheson has it. Matheson over across there into the glove of Amy Fields, who will cover up. 8 minutes to go here in the third. Walker out there for the face-off against Sean Richards. You're tuned into High Button Sports at the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League Showcase. Stars and Selects put on a show here to cap things off. Puck played up ahead. Looking forward as Walker on the forecheck. As out to play it. As Amy Field has watched out here, nearly turned over. As puck played up top for Larkin. Pass across for Walker. As he picked off as Matheson couldn't get that one to go her way. Something deep by Chisholm. Out to play it is done once again. Showing great confidence out there. Just looking to clear the Selects. Puck played up ahead and nearly turned over. Was spinning and shooting there. It's Evelyn McLeod. Puck sent in deep. But Carrie Dwaron. As there's 3 minutes to go now here in the third period. Backhand shot is done. Fought that one off. And here comes McGuigan. Sent in deep by Walker. Out to play it is Field. Pass up ahead for Lexi McIntyre, who's been doing it all this third period. She's had a great game, in my opinion. Pass up ahead. There is Burris. In the forecheck is Hallie Rose McLean. Here's Fitzpatrick now. Up to the point. Here's Dwaron sent back in deep. 6.5 to go now in the third period. Puck on the goal line now, looking to clear the Stars. Kept in by McIntyre. She had Mullins right on her. There is Hallie Rose McLean on the wall. Look for her to make an impact in this game late. As she has the puck. Shot towards the goal, fought off by Dunn. This here's Lutley now. Lutley. He turned over. Here's Citrome. Up for Mullins. A shoulder check. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Just back to retrieve it. Just Claire Dwaron, and she'll start the rush here for the Subway Selects. Pass over across. Puck is bouncing there. Whiffed on. Another chance. And done. Stands tall and makes the save. 5:45 to go now in the third. You're thinking timeout soon here. Here the Stars. Looking to hang on are the Selects. They probably want to get Mullins back out there, as well as Emily Lutley if they can. Puck is dropped with a face-off. Comes free behind the net for Larkin. Expect to see lots of her as this game winds down. Puck to the blue line, kept in. As Grinton will send that in deep. Myers going to clear. Played up ahead. Here come the Stars now. Sent in deep. As puck will come free in defensive zone for Morrow. Turned over. Up to the point. Larkin looking for it. She'll load up and shoot one up high. It's going to be blocked. There's chance either way. Sent in deep there by Morrow. She'll be contempt in doing that as Dunn will cover up for the whistle once again. 5:10 to go now. Here in the third period, as the Stars look on to their bench, looking to see who they will send out here. A little bit of line matching going on now as Walker onto the dot against Sean Richards. Puck is pump faked, so they'll redo the draw. Mila Martin will step in this time for the Selects. Puck is dropped. One back. As here come the Subways. Here's Fitzpatrick up the wall, kept in by Ali Chisholm. Puck will skip the zone there. Here's Walker looking to spring McKenzie. Walker gets her stick lifted there by Chisholm. That's just going to be turned over. Here comes Bella Fitzpatrick. Will lead the rush here for the Subway, or Downey Stars rather. That's going to be put on towards the goal. And here comes Holly Rose McLean off the bench. She'll take the face off here for the Selects. .445 to go, so time slowly trickling away here as Lutley back out there for the face-off with Mullins. These two have been connected so in this game already. As here is Fitzpatrick. 4:45. Clock's not ticking yet. There it is. 4:42 to go. It's going to be sent in deep by Raina Fitzpatrick. Pass in front looking for Mullins. Can be picked off as here come the Subway Selects. But that is chance here for Hallie Rose. Shot is on. They score! Hallie Rose McLean gets her marking on this game. You knew it was only a matter of time. As the Select sniper goes roof. Or sorry, that was Anna MacArthur. It looked like McLean sniped that one, but it looks like it's going to be MacArthur's goal. Either way, Selects will be happy with that one. Let's hear Citrome. Over across. It's going to be picked up by Dwaron. Will lead the rush here. McKenzie will send it in deep. Back to retrieve it. Was carried Dwaron. With the puck for the Selects. Up ahead. Finds Hallie Rose McLean. She'll weave her way through the zone. McLean will shoot one up high. It's going to be stopped by Dunn. No rebound this time. As McIntyre back out there for the Subway Selects. So she'll head to the bench. As they give the goal to Ella Grinton, who I did not think had an impact on that shot, but regardless. As here come the Stars looking to respond. They said Trome has it in the blue line. Lutley will send it in deep. As McLean has the puck now. She'll lead the rush for the Selects. Through the middle, looking to weave her way through. Can't get by the defense. It's going to be sent in deep. Looking for the loose puck. As puck free on neutral ice. Here is Larkin with it now. Larkin will go up the wall. As in on the forecheck. Here come the Selects, but it's going to be turned over. Puck put up the boards. Sent in deep, which is what the Subway Selects are looking to do for the rest of this game. McGuigan finds Larkin down low. Larkin over across for Myers. It's going to be turned over. Out of the corner. Pass in front. It's going to be picked off as here comes Caden's player, who will circle back in her own zone. Caden's player. With 2.5 to go here in the third. Puck put up the wall. Be turned over. There's Caden's player looking to dig it free. Here's Gideon. Over to Citrome. 2:18 to go. Here's Caden's player. You wonder if the Downey Stars will pull the goalie or not. Not with Carly Boyle on the ice, that's for sure. She has the puck. Over to Raina Fitzpatrick, who will nudge it into the boards. 2 minutes to go now. McIntyre back on the ice looking to finish off this game. Puck comes free. Here is Kate Morrow looking the other way. It's going to be picked off and sent in deep. Here's McIntyre with it now. She had a great game today. Put up ahead. That will go past everybody and be nice and call with 1.5 minutes to go. So we'll see what the Stars do here. They're down 2, 1.5 minutes to go. They still have their timeout. They can still pull the goalie if they want to. As Lutley out there, they got their matchup they want. Lutley against Richards on the dot. As they'll figure out the face-off. A shot is on from the point. Stopped by goaltender Amy Field is out to play it. Is done. Leaves it there for Myers. Stella Myers will go out the wall. Finds Fitzpatrick. Bella Fitzpatrick has it now. It's going to be turned over. Diving effort there from Sean Richards. Sent in deep by Kari Dwaron. Here's Larkin with it now. Larkin through her own crease. And we'll circle back. Up the wall looking for Fitzpatrick. It's going to be catching at the line. This here is Dwaron. It's going to be turned over. Here comes Mullins. Goalie to the bench. Mullins has it with Lutley. Mullins towards the goal. It's going to be dead there in the blue paint. As here's McIntyre looking to clear. Lexi McIntyre. It's going to be picked off. That was Chisholm, rather. McIntyre collects the puck now. 35 seconds to go. And on the forecheck is Player. Puck comes free. Mullins looking for it. Sent in deep. Pass in front there, out of the reach of everybody, and that will miscommunicate. As here comes Fitzpatrick. As McIntyre will get a freebie here. Just goes wide. Here's Larkin with it now. Larkin up through the middle. Looking to spring a teammate there. Here comes Mullins with 12 seconds to go. Mullins will go in the forehand. Stopped by Amy Field. As showstopper there. Game save or game clincher, however you want to spell it out. That was basically curtains here for this game. There's 8.7 on the clock, so Crosby will not be a factor in this game. As off the face-off, puck will make its way in the corner, sent down the ice, and that's going to do it. As the Selects come all the way back in the third, they outlast the Stars here in High Button Sports. Thank you for tuning in for this one. So, Stars get the one goal. That's going to do it for this one. My name is Mason Denike. Logan Crowder's on the camera. Well, thank you for watching this one. As we'll see you next weekend, as we have plenty of more games on slate. Media Day coming up on Monday. As we'll take a break now, and we'll see you then.